trinkwa at least or the back credentials who said ne pencil and Kokrokoo AJ League. I think for quite a long time Kokrokoo AJ League those days are now league trophies in the to so near them say for some time you ko exact kakra nti ye bona baso de menya me bo baso pa any team ni nyina Eric Chum ne management team ni nyina mpanimfo no a omu penso sa history yaba say enra Kokrokoo kaka ho say the main agenda pa umbe person ka Kokrokoo betimi aboa pa ya Africa no Ghana say unfortunately for a long time Africa na time where homodi
on a Gaza.
Oh, in fact, me tell you, GFA for no press ni mu say Kokrokoo for no should be preparing very well for the African Cup of Adino. But still a good advice, no matter who it is coming from. No, I think it's a very good advice. Remember, mun kojo many omunfa preparations into us in Africa and so enche bi na so best starting say. Yebo players in the management team ni nyina abaso.
Management team, the board, the supporters.
Yeah.
In fact, supporters group back when me GD so much league we ma Kokrokoo omo group bi or tertiary hono.
Okay.
They are super.
Morale would be free. Take hono mobile stadium hono.
Charlie.
Born be start be 3:00 na bobo be 12 and now 1 na campus why
those guys Charlie omo super amazing.
Yeah. Unity for yeboma baso pa money University Hall Katanga for Morale teams na mo dey buy and I think Ashanti Hall ewo Kumasi Technical University those red related halls no omo buy pa monko so asa kakra na Morale ne basa na players ne so timenya ho ne dia bobo no
party honorable
the card now
yeah
I share and as me share the famous doctor
Smart
Dr. Smart
the
predictions there is why popular we election why popular press winners no grass
the card now no go man and I can get
it me share the famous Dr. Smart I do hear so me try say about predicting
oh nasa call is the only problem
I be just coming of the assembly any
that's the only problem
assembly any
unim so only problem
so I'm happy say
na
the machine
we the unim card na me yan hwehwemu ya odu ba bia meeting place ne nkwa to me ema wa idea
the opposite mo ye
obi won ma mutimi hia wa MPFA na so hu se safo new MPT kama pa obi so on mo party of excretion so pe neutral grounds
so there's a problem
yeah that always play that but what I think nyame wa do ma only problem ke say bia
and no fa kwesi so dem hia na che
why offer bonnet why offer bonnet
na wo so ye ba de dia so nkwan wo fa ade ye nyai wo fa eso wo say me nkwan me wo fa
me no tie offer him mu hono me was special privilege wo ho me was privilege from go ho so ho anti
pacho me so me congratulate Kumasa Sante Kokrokoo. I think it's been a while yeah ni dey say was anti mem it's a Daumasepa the new young executive in the bar you know Amponsa say ni din no Amponsa yes you know a lot of people felt say team no sondodo
your friend IGS man
yes Kokrokoo a big team traditional team now Kofa young man a lot of people doubted him but I think say for the past 2 years programs out there to the go kwan mu no ama Kokrokoo ayakono papa the next step no yeah Kokrokoo sabe fan to my papa fra Africa which is what na Dr. Ekan ho asem no and I'm sure say boy within this season you know maybe 1 or 2 players be no be can to beef up their team but team no team wa say omutimi so mu ye na omukeka omu ho ya I think so we can go far this time round in Africa because Ghanaian teams on the African scene no for the past 10 years record nenya cry and I'm sure say Kokrokoo's you know ba no
last year na bi mu je 7-1 as 8-1 eno na say
and season we season we
I said was sure omo kwa na ko win cup
one of Morocco
yes omo ko win the Champions League
but on say ade ba ko ho aye be ye eno no e kire ne be ba so on say Work Africa in no. As I said, team na or who maintain you omo. How do you do that? Because your players not kept pressure. Yeah, baba ni na auntie. Yeah, the special fundraising team be baba. Oh, honorable say baba ho. Mate, patch up prepare check to ho.
Mate.
Yeah, baba. Na yeah be pay because in scheme mo do kakra betimi maintain the players no. Aha, na yeah the ate Santaman enimti. Patch onu anu nyina kokos, Ashanti kokos no catch omo na. Mo abo mo
na Ashanti kokos enye nyina so.
Ebi
house full.
Dabi we house gra we Ashanti ready.
Agwese fikasi ma ya dia obonya the general kwame se vaka no bi no mu a ni akadi na aka mu ne nyaanye
we has we why you bejo mama of akwa man prat.
Yes sir.
Over that say
oh massa yeti musa
over any day ya me tiase. Good to see you over.
Yes sir.
You Dr. Smart.
Yes sir.
Me pese me no free ase.
Good.
O hwe ne ma we table so anope ya yenuanom na omo se ye ma omo amfa omo private armed security enko demonstration omo wi a the demand say omo pe GBC area addressing nation no omo besan yakọ police headquarters no omo wi a omo akwa da Jubilee House yo anim on launch no so no be da 3 days na omo free home Monday 9 p.m. ene ho ensem menim say na otwati is ansem na mpacho ba minti ba bia won so o de befa
yeah. The cardinal medal as a pa na matchia mpenifo amene mo studio honorable na me of a prat ene ebusuafo nso a omoje mretie ye anopa bia Kokrokoo dwumadi esu ye mo bibia achi the cardinal say ye pa say ene ye ka say fix the country for a day a chop aba say I've seen something like this over here. Fix the country convenience apologizes for planned armed demonstration. Say apology bisa about Hassan Yamihu shit is I see
the main convenience on their Facebook.
Yeah, okatechie free fa. Ono na odisa acho pano ebaye.
There's no indication that he's speaking for the group.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Very well. Enti say ni omunya mpa acho de na yebetimi aka bi. Na me pesa make an say obia wo kwan ofa so a oje ne din so hu eja ne din to ho man chirima ba be kan ne ho asem ni ade ye wonpanifo bebre empo answer na osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah be bakra no na o maye bibi e call mine history mu o mine nguma kese mu say saafoi wo ho ene ye kan ho asem ni ade a etimi di bitufo etimi di bi hye ye ho nkran ni ade e ma ne mema alike ahema nom ni ahemfo nom ni ade ne politically so mu a omu lead serious movements ni ade a eje Ghana see ho even before independence. After independence crown ya amfa ye ho totroto sa akesifo by pa their actions and inactions are recorded in history and ye kan omo ho asem ni ade enti ne di kan say ye nuanom yom ye convenience for fix the country movement omo starting movement bi say ya say first thing is so mu hu say ochina bi they would also be reference for some discussions enti numbe bia no make sure say be stay within Ghana ha your norms ne your culture ne your behavior ne enema ye gitum say enema papa enti me first comment to them no. Secondly, omu movement omu demonstration so mbabe a force under all kind of rights na third generation rights enye part of their fundamental human rights enye right to life, right to free speech, right to then be and enye group rights to say second generation rights are maybe a right to education, right to health, right to then for we a third generation right a right are subject to approval and as a permit enti enema be listi wo mu no. Don't be surprised if obi betimi afa na makoma scrutinize say eya na say nya enti say wo apply you first have to ask yourself say me kwa kwasre permit da kwa demonstration nema no amedi hye no are they permissible ne di kan yen ye krum ha na ye oman mu ha say Are we saying say we do baby if the guns will be permissible in the free public space and so be who to cry police for cry no near the cry no to you don't display it like that because obi ho no hu kwa etimima ni traffic anase ni yemhye no na bi benye obi ana sabe otimi gina etu ano anase ohu moja cry otimi ye nti whoever prepared that request sabe yema mumfa tu nko demonstration no that person was doing beyond the normal. Afi yenko broadcasting house mekai those days obi be yakua the person targets the broadcasting house and they say media house is not also nti the broadcasting house has lost that symbolic adini they declare cool no. But trust me, why the broadcasting house media house are also they say maybe ankombeka say any ye pese ye ko ebia radio station bi me pese mebo station bi edin. Why the broadcasting house? You see, and they are sending some signals. Yepetuo, Yebeko Broadcasting House. Those means by which people overtook government in those days. You know, such symbols nibia na umu signal around. Now, fe eba kopikete ewo Jubilee House, the seat of government. Ni ayese bebre. Mesre, we are say kona nimu ayeso ya idea hutu to abrofono. We should begin to find out ni ayeye ene developed countries here for protest be nese. Nancy crowd their mama ni bebre declare some areas be parks be no near there those days in Ghana have and Cobra sport and bibia. But now if it's no pa ko see time or feel say why any demonstration we are why na media for abegin no musem and as the minister in charge and whoever they want to address no more addressing no. Ghana hane Africa have baby I don't see why yetimi a peja demonstration maybe you choose a very busy route him say we will inconvenience innocent many mekaiba could be a course so they chose to use Shiashi to demonstrate Shiashi route no so him say one of the busiest routes are yeah madam fubi kra o to kwan may say in the flight because demonstrators no were at their peak. My kwan obefa so obe access airport route ni kra na ya asem yes we can send home our message without causing fear and panic without sanema na edika ka hunu nyina then I face the country for person mu ya I just say two ka ho ansa no matimi aye then I face the country for person mu ya I just so man access to broadcasting house ansa no matimi aye obeye then aye you still have a message you would want somebody to hear. You can still do it without gun. Ubetimi aya, we here broadcasting house. Ubetimi aya, we here a Flagstaff house enim Nadia Koyai, a best room. And Chebia 2 weeks ago, and na ye discussed terrorism. Ewe fi dikesi issue. Na mene me of a Pratt and Dr. Rich. Near waha near discuss it. One of the things I near can say pa say ya na attacks no ebi hon me fiase to the bia be na say individual bi no ye ni demonstration bi na say one man bibi sa unim the grand scheme wa e chase aye fiase nketenkete sa we discuss it in here me sure say na Oliver ni team no mutie bi e bia na omu de omunye omadwen say omu fuele any terrorist attack but sabi yes asem kase bia ba aya na frankensis so you never know who would want to ride on the platform you create to cause chaos. Ebedu baby na wo no a wo share demonstration as ekwa na age wonsem. Ebedu baby na wo share demonstration as ekwa na age wonsem. Enti sebe so mu ye Ghana fo ampade a bibia mu no ye wo alternative ways of doing the same thing. You can do it without gun ebeye, you can still make the impact you want to make. You can do it without going to the Jubilee House ebeye, why not? You can still do it's the alternative way. There's no one way I say I deal with the one faster way to any. So they should think about the other means by which the same thing maybe cry be a more impactful resource than the say many they should be careful. Namasre authorities, Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police, those in charge of our security say they should carefully grant some of these rights. Carefully grant some of these rights. Sabi, o granted rights without guns near the no promise so say o mu fa gun in poma hwa so mu can send this signal into no you should not go to sleep and think you know ma can you say mu fa gun bia man te bia ye grant mu fa gun bia ma still be on the alert who knows say bia na ba ku mienu bia even po mu kan leadership no ho de until class say yes yem fa tu maybe on the need to akan ho na carefully some grant ya mu monitor mu na mu grant ne carefully nya sa da kro yeti hati asa na ejaketu e bi atimi akakoda akoko ejakese we have to be very very careful in granting right to demonstrate, right to this, right to that. No, and can say by a grantee, I am granting the careful, especially from a group like Fix the Country. Sisi the only request in the Yakwakoye Adebia. Me just say me of a part mokro muye chinchinche those days kurano. They ever requested to go with guns and go to the Jubilee House. I mean, yeah, me of why they have led some of these movements before. Massive ones are. And they are boom within the castle. Many sure say even Mumpo or more requested for guns alliance for a CJ nominate then
committee for joint action.
Aye, many sure say they ever requested for some of these things and them ranty please your perhaps
Uncle Kwesimono, their motives were too clear.
So these people, what is their motive? Oh, enti your best room. Whatever the you see, omani mu aye de na nyom nkwa na team. Na me anim na ebi omukro mu some privileges bi asabe. Da be na ye che me a British High Commissioner enya adaje be kan bi. Enti ebi omukro mu some privileges bi ye mu bi kra ye ni. Sabre ya na ye che obi road traffic offense ye che obi di assemblies hu ni ye che oba ko dia British High Commissioner mu atimi be kan bi die. It means omukra no they have some level of privileges bi ye nibi. Enti please me wo nko ka meka yen na me sure so ono Oliver no ko British High Commission ho ka so ko siki asylum the ban easily because already he's won their some of them I mean whether it was a free comment or comment na ma me no any di echi na say o mean na o mean no at least there is an individual Ghanaian just like some of us are or no when your attention of the British High Commissioner me know why na me sure say anyway the cardinal area achiwa benya ai me ade enti ye besremo team na ebo me pese me bo obi ade because me share that name whether they are actually sign up members or register or say then no mu ye founders or say then but I say Oliver there na ya na edi anim Oliver ni nuanom no sebe enye mo nko na moti omanimu aye de no me ka ho honorable ka ho me of a party to ade sebe on Tony dey with different markets than us. But yakoye ni pay asabe adrenaline nyansa we etimi there we would find a means of survival. Ye be twen yes constitutional rule no 4 years say to say na saban nsa na nsa no na say feel say it is blamable on aban no ye kwa in a peaceful way to be akoto na aba ya be fie the era of yentwe to the era of yentu aban mu ni ade nya ye nyina age atum say atwam ndi den na mo ye I mean den na mo chiri ye ma mo kwan na mo kwan na make state of emergency hijack broadcasting house and now one announcement about constitution has been suspended blah 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 bi na person mo ye ana you see enti mesremu e ba no critical road traffic offense kekekra na unya British High Commissioner man be kan bi man we e ba no critical you may get some of them to come and say something for you na ye mu bi no na say ma create your how na mo di atum no mo jai hoko mo nwene Ghana for ho mo nwene ma ho mo nwene mofra ho sebe o man ni mo ayeden a don't compound it ma mo emsa me ye me mu nya de mo entokwasi ye mpo na ye hu ne ye na mo be ye bibi mo man ni mo he na fidie sebe kwakwa jinse mu na ye nti me de besia na masrese security services ni ade sebe we should not be allowed to do things the way we want more granted rights na mo granting it carefully na mo make sure so obia falls within the remit of the law sabe omukoka ba e be kan nyina nti munye careful about it nana ya medawas
yo men so medawas Dr. Smart Sapon and out here in can 0244 844 488 0244 eno any line ya de eye adwuma anopai honorable
Anel
pacho mamiti wadwenchire
yo Anel sidin ka me chia me ni apanyin ni me ofa kwesi brat Now, first of all, no, say obeko demonstration na say won kode e fundamental obia wo ho kwan say bibi kire wadwen na opese ukọ ti hu gu abonten so now vent to frustration to the government but oni bia ni mo bia any sa problem no say be lessons on demonstrations there me sure say there's any better person than Uncle Kwesi say the Dr. Smartika, and they have led bigger demonstrations prior saying the first of all, let's be clear, say, so we be calling demonstration and I say, or person call bonten conventing the frustration again. Even the constitution, no matter what, say, ubiti yesa. Na from the press conference, no one may share face the country for press conference be Sunday me. Na mu say confusion esiho. It's Captain Smart, TV3. Na essentially, no, he was distancing himself from the letter Noah, call Ghana police. Some leading members are clearly, there seems to be some confusion amongst the leadership over this particular demonstration. It is clear to everybody, say, DSC and now with your permission, no, letter Noah press release ne Ghana police on Ready Kaka. It's dated June 1st. Police statement on intended armed demonstration in Accra. In fact, just the heading no crown. Armed demonstration in Accra. The Accra Regional Police Command on Sunday, May 29th, 2022, received a notice of intention to embark on a demonstration from a group of persons, including Oketechie Efrifa Mensa, Captain Godbrain Smart, Benjamin Darko, and Oliver Baker, Vomawo. Among other things, the group indicated the following: A, that the demonstrators intend to embark on a 3-day demonstration starting on 4th June 2022. Osha A no, and no maka ho asem no. Bibia ensi ho kwan. So person call demonstration, person any 3 days, person any 4 days, and your one kasa WhatsApp. The here so be notify police, we call through the right channel. No notify police said the omoye. Uko bia or say that the demonstrators intend to contract a private security company to provide protection for the demonstrators. Immediately, you know, the omo can say police protection on omo de omo notify Ghana police somebody call demonstration. Then momu police for no kwa catch them no. Ye nyimu ni sembet mama protection. Ya the private security for neighbor. Now the other private security ba over catch them. So one kasa war private security award day badia. Now who boy man is then you go to see that the demonstrators and the contracted private security personnel will be armed with weapons. Will be armed with weapons. Media them the audacity of the choice letter. The audacity pass what's not so show letter. Akoma Ghana police. Now one can watch letter and watch what letter and we say Ghana police. May the letter in man bear demonstration in 3 days. One can say Ghana police de minyuni. Ultimate protect me. It be the private security ba. Private security so me de ba no. Me bomb man say ye ba. You could your weapons. Now what saying you could draw letter we say Ghana police. Who we ya could do say that the armed demonstrators will picket at the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation and the Ghana Police Headquarters. Oni pe unyini wa also more protected. Odo private security ba. O sa ka che say the headquarters ho no. Ho na odi tuo no a no private security for neighbor no. Ho na mba betra. Kadna. Na wa unya kukudro cho letter we. Now the Ghana police. Who we are catch was say manimu ho headquarters ho no. Ho na ye ba betra. Na kadna tie no. That at the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, they would demand, and you say a intention get you, and say almost say, almost catch them say, yeah, check GBC for say, young Cassa, yeah, demonstration area at the Hono, Muma GTV studio no, your person the Ghana for Cassa. Kadna, I don't know, Ghana sometimes, yeah, no maybe Susa. I didn't know maybe sir. Ade we start yes sir, gentlemen, and may you cool, and kakran sir. You get people defending this. No, you could draw your letter away. Akoma Ghana police. Some me the secretive ba. Me ba so me am kuta me tuo ne me bibia I'm armed with weapons. Me we am me ba betina Ghana police headquarters ho no. Ho na me ba be demonstration, me ho na ba be picketing. Na mo me ko GBC so a. Mo ma me GBC studio no. Na me ne me nkrofo no. Ye nyina ho na ye ho na ye be kan yansam. Ye grievances na e pese de tra ban no. Ho na ye ba be announce. How do you know, sir? And we allow these things to go on. I would have been surprised at Ghana police. In common at this demonstration course, I would have been surprised. I would have been very, very surprised. In the young one, say Ghana police has stopped this kind of demonstration. And the young one said, even the leadership of this group, there's confusion all over the place. Because clearly, you know, in some no more church running the even they are losing steam. Said they almost started here as fix the country. The intention, nobody had a problem with it. Me say me on many platforms, me can say, oh, it's a group of people. That's a BB I had Ghana for. Nam person mo bought a dehura. Boni be to the extent that even a bank crime when we meeting at a point in time, it means that there are no more no. It caught the attention of government. It's a boni be
Okay, mami can be big to we inchira ho. Ebia ewia be say narrative no kakra. This is an official release from the Fix the Country movement dated 2nd June 2022. Headline no a acknowledgement and apology. 1. We write in response to public concerns about a planned demonstration originally slated for June 4th, 2022. These are legitimate concerns and we are taking them seriously. The notifications of the demonstration made reference to private security arrangements to protect demonstrators. We also informed the police that we will ensure that any weapons held by the private security company or other demonstrators will be legally registered under the relevant law. Jesus Christ. In our attempt to strategically highlight police brutality and other problematic crowd control tactics, we chose an advocacy approach that made some people uncomfortable. For that, we unreservedly apologize to the public, especially our supporters. We wish to reiterate that Fix the Country movement is a movement committed to peaceful democratic accountability. In this moment of clarity, we wish to recommit to actively ensuring that our activities and all attendees will be kept safe. We also recommit to continue fighting for victims of police brutality, who we intend to keep at the center of our work. We intend to repair and rebuild public trust by first holding ourselves accountable to the highest democratic principles. Importantly, this includes listening and taking seriously criticisms. As our elders say, the one drawing the line doesn't know that the back is crooked. As such, we will be hosting public conversations to engage further concerns that will help shape Fix the Country. Thank you for your support. We appreciate and respect the criticisms you offer to help strengthen our struggle for a just and fair society, demanding better, doing better, and signed, convenience, Fixing the Country movement. This is on their letterhead.
Kana. Domu ye cry a shame bufu cramo. La letter young the abe cry a shame bufu. Momo me obian kwalao. Kana. Reading number 2. The notification of the demonstration made reference to private security arrangements to protect demonstrators. We also informed the police that we will ensure that any weapons held by the private security company or other demonstrators will be legally registered within which time?
Under the law.
Within which time? Let time when the Ghana police was Sunday, May 29th. Muslim demonstration June 4th. Between 29th and June 4th, no, demonstrators no more bring weapons. No, how do you register them? Baby,
how do you do it? Kind of or say, in our attempt to strategically highlight policing brutality and other problematic crowd control tactics, we chose an advocacy approach that made some people uncomfortable. For that, we unreservedly apologize.
I don't know, I say anything.
Someone when you're comfortable,
I say anything.
So when you're comfortable.
I say anything. I say anything. Let her mature into way apology in any way. Sanka, we didn't mutual let command Ghana police 29th May. I'm by demonstration 4th June. Demonstrators are bringing our weapons. No, how are you going to register illegally? Within 4 days and 5 days. Within 4 days and 5 days. Kadna. Yes, they should just give us a break. And said more cancer, they now want to rebuild confidence in the and they have a lot of work to do. Because it's becoming very clear. Agenda no more than it has become very clear. It's becoming very, very, very clear. Say people who constitution there are processes. There are processes to change things. And yes, now what I say 2 nowadays ban will be registered legally. Now demonstrates 1,000 ban will be weapons or day ban. How do you register them? How do you register them within a space of 5 days before I be over demonstration? Me so so na kaka said a doctor can kaka as a jacket wear be we cherish our democracy. Sabe Ghana will be any say we are having challenges. But at least yet we surround with some comfort. At least if not for anything at all, we get up with some comfort. And your baby and your baby and we can't allow just 2 or 3 or 4 people who have opportunity to get a microphone to push everybody to a certain angle. Yes, police force say they've taken steps. I know say security agencies in now be alert. Everybody is very, very alert. On the basis of the Ecosunya, I know they are very, very alert.
Okay, may I say I know they are very, very alert. Or no, the Okasa is here. Honorable Collins Adumakon Mensa or no Ena Okasa ye. Manfred.
Yes, sir.
In fact, Professor Emeritus Kwesi Pratt. Hey, Kwesi.
Committee for Joint Action.
Allah. Professor Emeritus in demonstrations. Oh, Jaja Manfred. We go out there. We soon team can see a fan to home. Wait, dear, we uphold it. Hey, Olega Simi di home.
Any be more ya say no.
Oh, Charlie.
No muko ya ngagana ngamba to na mzuma mbeyebi.
Oma huye. Oma.
Masampacho edikan. A positive for any to me biara to stop a demonstration.
Yeah.
Say a positive for Ghana Mount to me biara to stop a demonstration. So we share my number upon a constitution now. And no putoka sebono, it gives unfettered right to demonstrate to the people. Nasisha is saying, Ubi opeso yo ye tribute to your yatra on koji permission on yashri or yet senia or no pe so be ye or yatra no. And no and a constitution no train. A year NDC are buying. And a public order law. It places restrictions on the right to demonstrate. And so, who called the constitution? There is no restriction, there is no fetter to the right to demonstrate. A public order law, no NDC are binding by, and it places some fetters. Now, such fetters, no, it does not give the police the right to stop a demonstration. Public order law, no, that's more kind of so person you yachra. Which your crata come police for? Na crata na be come police for. Which route? Kwanya ube faso route. No estimated number of demonstrators, I think. No one more demonstration no near now they come police for. What they come police for? And say police for dream. And she say, why ya would you call your channel? Moi, more or mine who buy. Police for no throw crata at the woman concerns no mouth. So when the police for na dream, police for no on their own cannot stop the demonstration. So more call high court. And the high court in the way to me they stop with demonstration, not the police. I say, yes, sir. Number two, over the years, no, Sanchez has been grossly abused. I thought that no, now police people no court, call ex-party, the ex-party motion echo. They say, what will call your yet? Who need court will be? And the police people need judge and one cast of demonstration to me here, and answer to me here. And watching a high court judge back, we are finishing. Buaten say, Sadia na ye call ex-party no without notice no, and ye proper. And from that time onwards, no, be a police who person call court now call stop demonstration be a. I say we call on notice. Send ye be ya, one more call your ye channel, one more to me be you or man no one somewhere walk on. And no, a channel another high court judge. My judgment, you know, one but. One call ex-party, I'm another high court judge granted. Into at the level of high court, no the judges knew you said you almost drink will be an any award and so on. Master Judge B, says a Supreme Court judge. Mekana, as in Mekana, Naninji, Mekana someone, Naninji, Mekandia or yeah, the Hanukkah Cranty, and I mean Bunidi. High court judge or Supreme Court judge. Near Koyo Yatribi. And I pose for the call High Court say and stop here. And as a Supreme Court judge by as an additional transaction. Master, ono atenyo buye no. The sin na meti ase enye. Atenyo buye no say every demonstration is potentially violent. Every demonstration is potentially violent. And nobody should be allowed to demonstrate without a police permit. Constitution was torturing. Master, what two constitution actually rough. And no sono nechino. Ubiaran shedan court and go challenge sa decision. I think it's still staying as a decision of the High Court. Master, me am pesa me can say. O yet ready adipa. Enya de boni kra. Adipa. Because no enema omo wa ban mu hu say nia omo ye na manfo pe anasa manfo pe e ka hu so wuyi oyehire ni free mu a kememe ke bia membu no etosin nti oyehire de yade a em say yina no say ye foaso na ye hye amanfo nkran say wo a asem bi koso anya wo de na say bibi koso na hwe na say bebo maya na say ya show placard ko na kwan ho ye dede na manfo hu say ade na ekoso no wani nye ho. It's an essential right. In fact, in the Constitution, it is one of the unfettered rights of citizens in the Constitution. Into a yetre they mean to be in Kasantia or yetre. Openi eto sumi eye o man peni asu e ho no. Say to me your yetre ho. Aye bi your hope. Make I occupy Ghana. Then ye keka ho. Na so occupy Ghana for to make your yetre e wo man peni asu e dia. And then fix the country if we want to be in Koye or yetre or man peni asu e. There's nothing wrong against it. You know, there's nothing wrong. I feel to say ubeyo yetre na dakrope. Ana ndamian san na say it's not an issue. Demonstration there's a some no know there. Now Koye demonstration as a ban tie and I said authorities nentia. I don't have an issue with that one. The duration, and I don't have an issue with that one. Nambum, opening a whole some no nambum. I'm saying anyone will fix the country. Yes, almost 2 Mubuka Krana, Womusia, and Yomami, and Ami Sabi. First demonstration, Mukason Bayano. Some penny for some Bekaya. Almost your demonstration, the best should be a safe Madina. I could should be a safe free, and your friends and wager. I could should be a safe free Labadi. I could should be a safe free, free. And I'm saying, hey, maybe I know I say, almost 2 book a crowd almost you. Because demonstration, what per se, ni patu one a ban, almost watching, cousin a beya. I dear we demonstration. The who said, a man from pet na teacher mu be edudunum ebi free Madina ebi free Oyarifa ebi free here ebi free ha. The demonstration gets dispersed. Demonstrations who here na se nipa ni enkitikiti a the possibility of attack and injury to demonstrators no is very high. And then you stretch the police so much so say the police is therefore unable to protect the demonstrators. Now quiet demonstration now we started from 20 different points. Now so be prayer. Why now we go blame no and so on. And normally look at demonstration the person be a buana no precope send your beya ibenya holding be strength be to prevent attack and also to demonstrate numbers and so on. Many animal nyanisa. Because woman penny for back frame me say, oh, I dear Mukwe, Nanka so I will near more true di baby. Mwamu, Mwobia. In Tikebeya, Musain and Green Humbi. And no, any D can share a certain level of inexperience and so on, a certain clear level of inexperience and so on. But hey, Masa, inexperience is not a crime. Inexperience is not a crime. You understand? But no problem. Sir, June 4 demonstration opening my dream, mean to me, yes.
Adain.
I'm going for your dear part of me. Massa, sir, what said that I dream with you?
June 4th.
Oh, Alpha pen. And there are 2 papers. So. And that's what's our computer. Eddie will certain a do a boletta. The composite person may bad demonstration and be 2 neighbor. Hey! And it's a war, declaration of war.
The war, and
Master, my dream was been 20 years ago. Sir, I dream being power in your trust acrata. I dream being power in a code 3 more. O to me, a trust acrata. Master, or the come post for so.
On your fence.
Post for your Bamu headquarters, a 2 Bamu headquarters. Now they won't supply demonstration, no cry, who create boss security services, no, at the same. And I will the only 2 neighbor. It won't go man say 2 Omudiko. Satia Brofriend Omudiko. Say Israel 4 weapon here, friend Jericho, Ibn Omudiko, said there you. And they say, okay, Munkofa Mutu na Mumra, Omobaya Mukukra Bazooka. And they say, you. Say, Master. Nana, my dream was mean 20 years after now, 20 years. You did 2 over, Munja you could 2 over. Now, a 2 you did agro.
And I had the 2 to buy and pesa more bebe.
Master, it will be would it 2 over demonstration. I tell you, who now bet 2. And I'm a boss.
Now,
because I want to idea, we now have a 2. And I say the 2 about police headquarters. About police headquarters, the 2 about police headquarters. We are. Mumma, quite near for you to who broadcasting house.
There will
be microphones to my and can you?
There will be free GBC as a Marco headquarters.
Ah, Samu.
Almost free circular. No more, they are called GBC. So, we honor
the 2 GBC
honor. To we honor
no be microphones number. No more can you?
We are no more free headquarters.
Police headquarters. Police headquarters. And more frasem.
No more we are. No more side the call Jubilee House. A long also 3 days.
A 2 year de Jubilee House. Your man penny bedman on them 2 more the officer. Yeah, now what they are mostly.
Oh God.
A number of things will happen. A decline said, we son your mate trust and criteria. You undermine the right to demonstrate.
Yeah.
Because you say, one more demonstration. What's your kutupa?
Yeah.
Omonya bibia jinaso talking against demonstrations. Mona moye. You are not enhancing our freedoms. You are diminishing our freedoms. That's all. Say to me, yes, sir. Masa, mean to me, Tiasi, oh. Mean to me, Tiasi. Say, a dear Kwan, Nessie, or Ghana, ha. You are quoting Tamutu, a dear first car quanso. Well, maybe a swing, nothing. Emo, Masa, to be honest, we know it sounds more like sabotage from within. To be honest. Obia or one fifteen wapa or one person a quono a conanim, a person go a quono hufi, person say quono, and oh yes, sir.
Among the same leader, because based on conversation, of course, a leadership.
Because it doesn't be a crowd, woman, new crosses, sacrata, be a culture. Until one a culture with what authority? And a massa, sir, movement, Mumu pair. Say Kabemi can be a member it means that one can internally, no. You have to practice democracy. Opani, who do you bisa? A joint action committee, 1991-92, joint action committee. Who be baby? One to me. You not try
leadership,
you try massa. Sometimes we meet for 6 hours to agree on strategy, to agree. Na statement ya kwa kan no. Nipa be kan mu ansa na yakọ ye and that's some kitwa. If you are bontin, you na drink up clock. You can't break through our rights and so on. Committee for Joint Action. Yet me share o yi ankra to a hoy fi. Yakọ ho 4 hours. Going over a statement which is to be read the next day. Just making sure say everything is correct. Until they feel meeting national press conference, you don't get these situations and so on. It takes a lot of hard work and commitment. Alliance for Change. Statement to be about Bonti, Nipa Mienu, and no more drafting statements. I'm saying this for the first time. Nipa Mienu. Senior Dr. Charles Reku Brobia, na Yakutuampa. They were the principal drafters of all our statements. Na Akutuampa, lawyer ni Papa Mapa. Or trust statement what the bar. Masa, we meet over it.
Even Onumpa.
We meet over, we argue, we disagree, we tear it apart. And the final product will be Pierre Bontempo. Now everybody is on board. Nana Akufo-Addo know a spokesman. He never read anything on his own without the approval of all of us. Never, not once. Onwanga Sakrado, he never wrote a statement. I can say this with emphasis. Never. All the statements he wrote, no, he never wrote one.
He read
them. You understand? And he read them after we have vigorously gone through it and agreed. Now, when you to me throw letter say about leader we say minimum say na cry call. Hey, na mo no amodi democracy ba no sa na mo ye mo de no. Na mo ye mo de no sa mo ye de na mo di democracy no bre man ye me to me as opening. I can't understand. We part the poto poto. Hey, and as you it's only cry a day bano. The day you say license, okay, with the engine to say to your license. Now, it's a air license, no, Ubomu Kunipa, and Predipa. The fact that the gun is licensed doesn't mean you can go around displaying it everywhere. So, Nana, what's the way? Never saw to a war license. I know just how to be the show attached to be that piece of a menu, they'll be display guns. And it's like a chrome house, baby, it is not allowed. Because of you, Hokra, or who are Ukretu, I commit to a back camera, no massa. It will the even near grow. And I did the grocer. 80, where dear, I'm saying, no, Omoti. omotipa say we the alabraka nya me nkwa na America ubia wo doga na mai ubia wo gidi say bambo djuma na say kosu ye ni ade no untumi support za no no we na apology na ba he no kra na maza no kra dem say ya say bibiara
amanke
apology ni
ya no so kwase so mo anhwe mo so ba ko fo na sa cho de
second paragraph. The notification of the demonstration made reference to a private security arrangement to protect demonstrators. On what basis? But I can't blame them alone. I can't blame them alone. Mekaipa yenuanwe wonu patriotic party. Every almost starting invisible forces near their kind. They no more kind. Obviously, they have no confidence in the police.
Yeah.
And they want to protect themselves. Can't maybe what?
No credit.
No, I've been a Kokrokoo. I know I've been one working. So we have no confidence in the police. Yache. And they fix the country from Kwaneka. We have no confidence in the police. And only Yakika so I be do something. Oh, now the notification of the demonstration made reference to private security arrangements to protect demonstrators. We also informed the police that we will ensure that any weapons held by the private security company or other demonstrators will be legally registered under the relevant law. Hey! In our attempt to strategically highlight policing brutality and other problematic crowd control tactics, we chose an advocacy approach that made some people uncomfortable. Advocacy approach, and only it will only be advocacy.
And it made some people.
Advocacy approach, and only it will be
advocate.
Masa, Hami. Nampacho, almost a second topic now, Modibayan. Let's pass the and that topic, Papa. Director of Public Prosecution presents evidence in treason trial felony case against Oliver Baka Vomao. It is not for discussion. No, it's for the consideration of the courts. Look, Sabranti Oliver, as we sit here and speak, he is not a criminal. Yeah. He has not been convicted. He's an innocent man. Until the trial is over, he is only an accused person. And I think that we have to respect his full rights. You understand? Because you see, it is possible that a court between a boy, I think we should be very careful.
Item 2 under security, no.
I think so.
Because it is not a debate matter.
It should guide us into the future. So some will quarter, there are limitations as to the extent to which you can discuss it. And the presumption of innocence of accused persons, ABBA, as a bohum by empire. And they Oliver, or should be an enemy? On the American, and they Oliver. There's no guarantee such now. Ubin chiming court in Kobomi Kwedu. Inti Yenfenian can ye. That's all.
Yo. Man Pratt ena wote nenkano earlier na wate honorable Collins enka ena fe Dr. Smart Sapon penifoi ena mini omu edi juma ewo hase anopei Kokrokoo dwumadi ena waso egusu awutie ewo Peace 104.3 FM so ma menkan adwenkyera mode abano kakra na fe menko bempenifo ho na yentu apo anopei. Demonstrations with guns? Well, perhaps. Only some diplomats can explain this to us. We have seen nation wreckers who want the police to permit a guy who doesn't have a place of abode in Ghana to lead an armed demonstration. Jesus wept. The Fixing the Country movement is a Okay, all right. Samuel Brian will be there. Neman be ho mama fancy na okay. I am confused too. Okay. I Anga Brad.
Yes, sir.
Wow, near Zampine.
Okay.
Was it? I am confused too.
Why?
Is Mr. Pratt in support of the demo or not?
Na champagne bebree me kai one thing. Champagne. Obia ti won kwa na wonte. Champagne no pese me kai me say. Oh, niya champagne.
Oh, man, Pratt. In the first place, are private security companies allowed to use weapons other than batons? Well, maybe they are talking about different security you have no idea of. Fawaz Inamasama says, while we all believe and uphold the tenet of the 1992 Constitution, which gives citizens the right to demonstrate, I am surprised by the convenience decision to engage a private security company with weapons to provide security and protection to demonstrators. I mean, who does that? I am not sure all is well with the leaders. Fawaz Inamasama Constituency Youth Organizer. And also, I don't know. Yes, please. Yes, boss. Okay. All right. My member will also answer. A word to describe their letter is preposterous. Robert, Yoyati. Okay. Question Ronald in Aguna Domain says clearly the attitude and actions of the Fix the Country movement shows the group need to be fixed rather than the country. I was really amazed reading their letter to the police on their intended demonstration, which is mostly hinged on chaotic tendencies. I pray the security services will keep a close eye on them. Because you not and all the way free not being a buy my member you be so nafi yanko your name. Now I can see we shouldn't entertain this demonstration. Demonstration with weapons in this present age. What is this? Osafo Edifree Iron City and or the by Kenwood in Takra this says democracy has a different meaning to some people. To some it means crazy demonstrations. It is exactly what Vomawa and his group are trying to do. Crazy demonstration. This is the understanding of democracy. Kenwood, I don't know. Nana, I can say, please. Are these people thinking that Ghana is for them? What is this? Ado Solomon, Edifree, and Sawem, Ena Ebaye. People should stop the hypocrisy. We were here when MPP brought criminals from South Africa to train criminals. You people were quiet. Malik in Kumasi. While we all believe, and okay, all right, but can't wait that I don't know Sunday, baby, my baby, how much you cry? I do no who's my kind. We practice only one democratic rule. Let's continue to maintain our little peace we have. My regards to Mr. Bankwat Yeboah, incoming national chairman, MPP, and Kama Foster, and the way if he achim IRB, Ebaye, Sana Makoma Beja Fosona, Yapono. Nana, I can say, please greet Uncle Pratt for me. His submission was clear. He is not in support of any demonstration. Reverend George Labi and Oduwe by Sampai Kwanete Asama Wisika. Sampai de honor in Uncle Pratt Asama and Diamin Kobi. China will know about third person. Okay, so as I remember, Dr. Smas on this one is to wish you, Mrs. Heldana Aku Eji, a happy birthday. Mrs. Heldana Aku Eji from your husband, Brigadier General George J, your son's papa, Nana, uncle, and dada. Wishing you well, Mrs. Hilda Na Aku Ajay, wishing you a great day on the occasion of your birthday. And that this one also says 1 week observation of the death of Mr. Emmanuel Eko Ashforafol, formerly known as Nana Pateku, comes off tomorrow. That is the 4th of June 2022 at his residence in Atechim in Koforidia from 6 to 6, or are cordially invited. Uncle Eko, rest in perfect peace, and to the family of Uncle Eko, we say our deepest condolences to you. Now that's not.
Yes, sir. The cardinal.
Round 2. Any other issue? I person can want some.
Great.
Meet you on the pay.
Great. Medo ase. What I remember from my man working to a bincham. Mo boy ma yetete artisans are and San Numa for mu this mint the dio mujuma. Kumase program near FFF na nkran for the nedruso. Yabaya no 20th to 24th. Busumi ya yewomu ya 20th to 24th. Yabaya no nkran kroma ya near pe baby bimbe new site and San Numa from this mint ya juma mu near man ta koso new site ntino. Yabaya no amasamang ho baby registration na fiase. Peace FM ha dem so bi anim ha. Ushia mia menua ba na ya kunedu na oba ha na obisa na se a. Obema form ni bino afele. Fele ni ntem ye mpese 20th ni bedu ansa na maba be bua peso. Ye hia nipa 200 pe. Ye mfa ba kokra mroso. Se na be ya nhihia ya ye no enkonko jensemu. Ti esre o ya artisan. Wonye men ni na no chulo ni ke cement chuoni. Nya fine wonwa kaseni woje Kumasi Tenka University wakenya ya BN keje 20th to 24th. Ahe no ko wonya bo amode nye ba. Ni nye ba here ni lay. Oba anya certificate ni je university emi. Oba anya dash ani oba anya ni ke overall ke ni bi ko mani nye ba anya ke twunya ni after many ni lay pe he wo nye bo amode ni nye ba. Kenya ba na nyen yo. Nana ya kunedu ya Peace FM nye ba na form eko ni nye feli. 1,200 pe yo bamla koni onyoba fatahi nyira don nana medo ase na maka na say wie no mefa the aftermath of the MPP elections honorable nim say ho an mefa because media check akra kama as a public interest researcher no and a social scientist no ene ma akoso o man num na say again public interest na me di mani di check akra hwese ne form tie eno ma mesai obi an ne campaign eno ma mesesane obi ye just say yenso esi eche then we shaping the discussion enti mesu bi si eche bi ekoye nhwehwemu e de hunsem beto dwa sana unfortunately people didn't like that well be am hwehwemu am de buy na anya wo de bia yese bi mu ye me pa kadina yese bi mu ye me message na fa yenso ye de no obi mu kra se wo kira de ahweso na kire wa de na ja ye me enye ya de da bi yenche mu yenfa line to university cheche ni mu na the rest of the public we all live in the same space ni ekoso bi e ka ba ko e ka nyina and that's why we take interest in some of those things that concerns the public we asie hwehwemu am ye ene ehunsunsu anso am de beto dwa e ba mu sa pepepe na ye me ya because se obi ye hwehwemu no de beto dwa na se ade a obetimi aye hu bibia na eya na wo hwe se asem ne beba wie no waba be ye intervention analysis and say error analysis ahwe from the only observation to the final no what impact and what intervention did the affected people do enti made the cluster analysis beto ho na e kire obi an ne performance for the various areas in Ashanti zones in Ashanti instead sanka obi abefa ye ho adwuma no me tie ya me ya se obi atena se hwe ne din ma ne olusu yampa with the same percentage I me predict here na ne o win so win with the same percentage I me predict here with nobody intervening. Oh, let's just say your research in as a people we don't believe in research about also the na omanga na ebeche no wonder say nema mienu unim say ne tie bia fe beso manso ayira fa ade meanwhile go to our universities there are research findings that could have helped us resolve some of our problems so your research in anko say na so part ne nko ade or they bet to ne dia onim ho no working side by side no bet to their natural baby no dey watem eba ye 99.99% accuracy. I don't feel happy about it. I feel sad because I thought I was putting out knowledge. Na mancrophone to one amount say baby anka feel committee anka me ye error analysis. Actually you be ye bo anu you be ye mo anu. So abem pepe 99.999%. Please. You may have your own research team. Ebi abuma kwa ba be kan ya party. What third person's viewer I am meant to ntwene. Fa kan ya wo nim no ho na ye ho adwuma no side by side. After all, I was not contesting. And as you be na soma I mean so I would have submitted the report to the person quietly. me de two Jan kwa de na mpese agro no mu ye de obi asi akire 5 days to election ye bibi mentena ho nkoya tem de die sa ma ne ma me to the same way it was predicted. Bad side then say ye research ni na nya me nwanwa Africa we usually don't take research serious. Baby I am a child there so National University it was South Korea. Me was Data Science Research Center e na me associate senior research fellow. Wo ho have say minister biaba. He don't know akita ni data or diaba. Mo ma examine data we na mo advise me. Ana say yenso ye wo data bi hon ma no biaba ba betiem what is the data saying? What should I do? Ghana had the wire research crowd there to Ghana crowd depend on who is listening to you. We are lucky a ujina the nima no oti okoya no atwatch no baby. We can solve most of our problems if we take the universities or research very seriously. Say no futu am de man no campaign strategies me for use you and all of them. In fact near a deciding factor was Ashanti ne say na do no feel say Chama still can lead the party to break the 8. Breaking the 8. No. And nobody should feel bad about it. I think they all did well. Only that the odds favored Niawini, you know. Ebi mutimi ye projection so kopana aspirant a share screen and see no share videos. Na FPA na dom ho shemuni adia. Eventually what happened? Sikasemna what has said no made alleged display of cash no. I'm so be 2 years can be. In fact, me call 47 constituencies man am nim penifo no edi nkomo no. Ebi no mo fan say me bisa about money and related issues. Some of them were very frank with me. They were like, "Doctor, yenso ye call elections. Nti ye boka kakra ansa na ye ba be constituency executive, we are chairman, we are secretary, we are say. Nti ye de so bi be sry no okono oja kakra ye mpo." And I thought that was fair. Obia no mo mutwa charge bia ma obia. Into besra na okono oja bibia. They will take. Minim last day senior sika a display man for said this sika bar stadium honey there. Unfortunately me ntimi anko. In fact, senior my research reporter man for gin ntimi I say I will even stay out of everything they are doing. They don't want any third opinion. No more for say be am be mu fa nko sa. They are stayed off everything till now. If na me hear myself even elections or whatever research if it is one year 2020 elections results now you're discussing ahead of the election day eventually 51.3 kronwa nebemu NDC 447% kronwa nebemu all the skirt and blast analysis are many Kwame Sefa kan year wa say chairman a year wa say ni nyina was in public obi an yehwe about it skirt and blast a unique also imposition of candidates effect ni nyina galamsey effect there are 12 items I listed here discussing nyina played a role and we got to where we are. Nti mestre sikano in my view did not do much to change the view. Me am a core field ni there minim nia obia message or the core field any the confidence executives party executives ni repose me and the suggestions they made as to where they were going to vote adi eno nche se obi entu sika. But what is also true ni say betimi abase obi hon ma oje chama untimi sika ebia wan to ama no it's possible. So anso na nyomo mu je chama ku kasika nyina na ebi omuto ma no that is also possible, including me and Sanaka wase all together omu nyina kan mu vote ni nyina bomu a omu nya 4% of the vote obako say oye campaign for 2 years so nya 3 votes ni ade. It tells you say omrebeba and this is not your time. And I think says sika we are hyping the whole thing, but omuanso no makofa aba sebe sisi no yakọ say okoye politics panel ni skadia you better think twice. Send another delegates ni bi ka chairman crowd na say who aspirant aba honuma obeka wasem kwa okoya we nya hwede na say wo no ye out because you didn't know say omufa ka na be shia, you didn't know say omuso mu contest, you didn't know say nti we nya omu hwe crowd dem say no de emwa. But so let us not try to limit the intelligence of the delegates by making it look like a sikenti and results in the corner. These are very you can imagine a constituency and nipa be to a bank almost 60,000 and 100,000 plus. Near shimwe 10 pe and 17. Those people should be people of a certain level of capacity, the integrity in your bia. Into me, must say their decisions will only be based on money. Me, mom, vehemently I disagree with that school of thought. fine, money would have played a certain role, like I said earlier, but Entimi Masomo final decision no was based on money. Omato abene nana yakese. Amania medebo mumakawo sister stations nibiso. As part of my research, one of my major findings to them are medemo makwaba say 26% of their own party executives do not believe in breaking the 8. 26%. Yes, you can say 73% believes in breaking the 8, but for me, if at your ball whistle now will be fair 26% of your core team omunum kwakoye adwuma atwe doma bro na omunu believe no level no wo form a nem say elected executives are across the country mu adwuma ye. You have been called at a time 26% of more model leagues omu a obehwe so mbakoye adwuma abrɛ no ede doma brɛ no NG breaking the 8 nini mutimi fa kwa bi so elevate omu nyina agidie mane bedu a very good percentage, maybe 90% believes in breaking the 8 and 100% believes her. And then nipa ni tu jidiana mo ejena so dia kotwe do mabrel. And I think they have a lot of work to do. Unity will be key. Unity in Kabum ebe very very key. And binding so any party so relationship so very very key. Bebre na adwen yom say binding focuses on individuals other than the party. I mean the headquarters and the constituency relationship no and very good near there. That is the period within which they have been called to come. Already historically it's difficult to break the 8, but they want to break the 8, and these are the challenges that the base have with the top. Omutu ho anamon na mutimi elevate obiara gidie mane bedu the level all the executives now have come to believe say oh NSI you betimi break it, then nipa ni gina sa gidie nso de tu anamon no ye ni GDN and Timmy Amadia and Umbe Juman Combeno, Basabasa, and yield the results that they want. Tinti Amane or Honono, Yabo Munina Basso, all the 16 regions will be a Tuaba, you be a Boa Basso. Monson Swa, Yenimu and Neno, Sabi Unema Shigua and Hunoshe. Organize yourself very well. Namia Adumni United in Koma 4 years' time. If you wish to contest, you can contest. Obiti said, Miami near or the Nonquia PSA. He has put up a very massive show. I'm sure the next 4 years if he is willing to contest. Ebiana Okonumube Mre Amano. Mobeti made in Kunim. Yamumina Kwaba, we wish them well.
Thank you. Dr. Smasapon and Altenkano. Honorable.
Yes, Mesha Sen, Besmusa Doc. 26% now.
Ansana Obebisa Doc on Bakubi Wasi Mania and Nabuku on the Meko. Minim Bonia Maya on the Mekonsano, but mean Fino. Or say, can't the state arrest and question leadership or fix the country over the private security company they intend to contract to offer them armed protection for their demonstration? Since per our laws, no private security company in Ghana is licensed to bear firearms. Justice Abeku Newton offer. Those who know better will speak. And then, okay. Mama memfa we nwa manum kakra na ja. Me so a me room ani ma pay na me bodu me gidi hu ese me can we eka ho. So this is for the Catholic faithful listening to me this morning. His Holiness Pope Francis has spoken, and he has appointed Reverend Father Matthew Itire as the new bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Yendi. His appointment is officially announced today, Friday, 3rd June 2022 in the Vatican. This news is released from the Apostolic Nunciature by Reverend Monsignor Maha Shamas. Okay, the charge d'affaires. So, Yendi, you have a new bishop to replace Bishop Boynai. Congratulations to you, Bishop. All right, young Koso.
Doc, let me 26% now. Is it related to just Ashanti region?
Yes.
Ashanti region, okay.
Yes.
International.
And I focus on Ashanti because I acquire the bread basket. Yeah.
Okay. Doc, so I'll take it from the MPP elections now, for obvious reasons.
Of course.
Na made in congratulate Omua party no to Abamo say Omedi anim as regional executives. Na me fi Ashanti region there. I think that's where my focus is. But generally no, one thing I manage and say the peaceful nature of the elections. Of course, election there election where they are pinching kakabeba. But the anticipation, especially that tension and what some of the regions no it be more feel say it will degenerate to something else. and so nyame adom ye to aba ne wie ye no ye hu se ntokwa pa se ye kontokwa isa ntino mebo bi aba so mebo the committee na set it up to conduct the elections no mebo mu nyina aba so pa o ma yade na talk about peace and reconciliation na ene menyanti say chairman Untumi, who is the newly elected regional chairman, or a breakfast meeting.
Golden
Tulip.
I think I heard that.
It is a reconciliatory breakfast meeting, or bringing together all the aspirants. Or more contest or the have a breakfast meeting. Now the aim when they say the message is simple. Abaniatwe, the internal processes no ye. The delegates have decided we mu and I say any particular way near person omudi enim for the next 4 years. Baby a drone idea. And yet the automame the one to me asem. Where we are now, no, the focus is the next election, which is the 2024 elections. It let me assure Doc, say the process of reconciliation, I shall say. Na yan kasi enim say si intimi anka ye ho amomua. It will be difficult, say, the 2024 election, no, you bet me execute it. You know, look, that process has started. Meaning, say, even in the Eastern region, the new chairman and the executives, no, or more a Thanksgiving service, or Ada, so Ada, also Oda, or more a Thanksgiving service. All the aspirants are coming together to have a discussion, the way forward. So, during the election, we can't say because I know that young fan said it was in the heat of the moment. Let me assure Doc, and OBB out see me be an MPP ni be say, baby, I drone it there about one the internal processes. What is important is the next level. The next one is the main election in 2024. Now, Sikasem in politics. I said a dog can, you know. Me sure say you will spend some money. I don't think say I should run away from it. You will spend some money, but I know a discussion. I think say I see United Nations yes our discussion the monetization of our political space, no. And then who papers will be trust say by the next 10, 15, 20 years, no. Drug barons.
On your
a former
MP.
Your former MP. I trust say yes, we call the Chronicle. Or say
Alexander
politics in Ghana. Drug barons take over parliament.
Gomwa West.
In the next few years, former Gomwa West MP. I think say the point is they said yes, Kasemu era the system.
Yeah, in a room. A room.
Do all cry na sebi or pepper. Sebi ni nyansa na dwene mu do. I will bet me some party as some man ye no. Because only Sikano sabi wontimi enkone nim nti a discussion sabi see it me have a year when him say very long time then go for about whether the states should even sponsor political parties near there then in a discussion I think say going forward the bit me but in a nutshell let me congratulate the MPP the national executives or more tna say den hwehwe nyina ba nyina no and congratulate you be say the drone e adwumaden the next phase no the national elections, no, national offices. And when you admit things by July, my name is Doc, and also or young when you may be.
Oh, me teasing who can crave in a hit in the Bema. So be on your media.
Oh, Doc, send you.
Doc, so Casso be on your wa, and yes, no crow woman say research, unim say expensive.
Yeah.
Cannot granite almost a research expensive. Yeah, I'm a person, your mom, they should commission a research.
Very well.
Now go school wedding. Who better the home? And some person research.
The cardinal.
Because research, and yeah, they are fan a jump expensive commodity into commission.
Yeah, I know.
Collins do pa obokoi the kind sign be a check be a even $50,000 be never.
Yeah. Nana ya dey just.
I got one region I am to here.
Central.
Ochina. Yeah. And also Baso. you're sure by the close of Ochan, the next say the full complement of your regional executive.
Esibukutin.
Na the battle ahead, no, going for it. Now the national elections, no, so no, me sure say to go the same pattern. By the same pattern, I'm talking about the peaceful nature of it. I'm hoping say you be reunited, say will be you are poised for action, and I can assure the Ghanaian population it will be OTM the answer. The MPP as a party, no, based on the way I conduct from the polling station through the coordinators level, Yaba constituency, they say Yako region, Yaba national. It is clear to us, everybody say the party itself is solid on the ground. No share the enthusiasm among for the BAP, ebe pick form near the party still Yakonopa, and I'm sure say yeah, you may the good people of Ghana will give us another nod.
Okay, this one is also for my special uncle Kwesi Pratt. Good morning, Cardinal. I am appealing to Uncle Pratt to write a book on demonstrations in Ghana. He can include all the historical demonstrations in Ghana. He can help Ghanaian youth to appreciate the logic behind demonstration and what it has achieved for this country, so that it deepens our it deepens our democratic credentials. We Bishop Matthew Adaimensa, Uncle Pratt. But a message we feed them me new shaka.
Okase pa no okase.
Eti senka ya mi anka obetu afa so.
Okase pa no okase na. Asam ni say. Na dadio chale brofo ni tro na for mu.
Oh, Uncle Pratt. So we pepper no kwa there we can commission somebody to do that.
Chale brofo ni tro no ya na.
Offer tea. Offer me anya the simple. Oh, pepper no kwa there
Masa no problem.
We do home come. What offer we do home come actually.
Tie doctor ni honorable MPP ade so masa ka me ho ya duru mi kakra wo. Ni e ko so ye ho asem na mo kan. Masa no me man ko bi o. Na me kan petition. Ye ni abewa asante petition o tro me kan kakra. Bi wa duru mi. Opani yan ko to about regional level. Sani abewa tro and say no credit. Lo me man ko bi. Yan ko to about regional level. As a bullion vans na dia kwanaba. Bullion van o. Say, Sikano does one more the good car which man could.
I was there, but we very fun to me who bullion van beer.
And your boy.
Meaning in Yagre.
Meaning I dream the adventure.
Yeah, but I did not see.
I had no crown, I said, no crown, another.
Man who bullion van said.
And the bay were bedding trust.
Oh, David, man who.
Opening bay were bedding trust.
Say bullion van, the Sikaba stadium. I didn't see that.
Okay, I honorable Mammy Sao. When who are now say I'm
a Bibia
David, how can you say me?
Oh,
man, who any
Moses Sports Stadium. I was there. Man, who bullion van a disika by yet.
Say I'm Missy Park and so.
Oh, never see.
Actually, horn, baby, I can't.
No, and my account I say Sikadi about system, but there was no at no point.
Let's kind of buy electronic apparel. All right, we can't catch credit.
There was no pointer, bullion van, this is car buy it. The impression is scanned door soon.
Massa, okay, with the infants and your work and no credit. Minun yet. Scanner buy electronic apparel buy. Why is an electronic apparel buy? Why wouldn't you scan the mood? And I need.
Oh, I think say most of the back the constituencies. I know say they leave some money to the constituency more bar more from Faka. In fact, even on the
Maza, many contestants need be a casa. Many contestants need be a casa. Contestants you almost casa radio so near the net.
Yeah.
It's in near course. We can't whitewash it in near course. 1992 year got to about Ibim Koche Bento Akra, you were somewhere a cafa. And you have Bento, you have Chamu Bento Hokra, and you checker. And I must be Wastro. You checker. Near carpet. anu a mini madam fu bi kasa onu bombing komo enya ndu apa no payara o bombing komo delegate back or call a year back also ko fi no kra 29000 onu ko delegate back ska onya 29000 or the
from the different aspirants
of course
all ko fi no kra 29000
aspirants by 39 so we kakra
there be any fan aspirants in 39
Ashanti
region in totality
those who contested
hey Really, okay,
so because if you chairman for Hong Kong, so no problem. But maybe I say all of them they are
not 29,000 attached.
Because we
as far as Bako, was you all know on my motorbike, on my tricycle, on my flat screen television, assign the fridge car, assign the sika, the duobi suka, as we lose here.
Ashanti region.
And Ashanti region. Masa, the level I do, you know what? It's a new level, and I think we should be worried about it. Nyayake, regional. It's a kudu national what you be. So regional near 19,000. Near the and the national becha. Masa, you me minimum MPP assessor pa. Masa say means slow nyamia. Kamaga say be a minimum MPP assessor mumi no more.
Of course, not less.
Because anye ye kra no. Can not tell me anye ye kra no. The first Dankwa Buzia club in am calling no great year. KO Methodist Park. Yeah. Many akutu ampao. Ena Bishop Asante Entry. And ye co inaugurated the first Dankwa Buzia club. Okay, Methodist Park. Obi out beyond the meeting.
I read the book. Yeah,
second Dankwa Buzia club. Kufodu and ye co inaugurated. Many Professor Dubois and ye co inaugurated the second Dankwa Buzia club. So, Ekodum Pepe so I'm your office in the headquarters of the New Patriotic Party. Obi up beyond the meeting. So I know what I'm talking about. MPP nya manyo kubia. This says Sikai and the building. It was built on sacrifice and commitment and dedication. Yeah. Mami, I want to dance to my friend is saying. Debbie, oh, Debbie, oh. Oh, Nimkrasa me refini obeboome. Masa, a Juma Crawford here to build the New Patriotic Party. No, Nyanya mo ye ni nei. Mo good party no, mo say no. This was not the spirit. Ashanti region, the party was under the leadership of Dr. Don Kofodwo. Look at the caliber. Meboa mo kan say meboa. Party na 1992 mo building ye mo di mo holding ni mo nyansa building ye no nya no ni party e wo so say that's a huge difference and you must admit it. New Patriotic Party 1992 no is substantially different from New Patriotic Party 2022. Principles have changed, values have changed, commitment levels have changed. So much has changed in the New Patriotic Party. And it should be a source of worry to all of you who want to see that party progress into the future. Nukrana make no. Anya mo dem fa me ho. Aya mo deso em fa me ho. Nukrana make ajemo. Party way na hyese. Na ayi opani BJ Darucha. Ebra na odi general secretary of New Patriotic Party and I say you know. And obi ka say so onko fa 2000 cedis mba ko benye biaba. Ponya bimba Darucha. And yet look at his influence. Look at how they built the party and so on. Now, Sika Yechen in the regional congress, Professor Lubu, I know Nibi, as the flag bearer of the party because of something. I do boy in the Sika Yechen regional ayi. Uko kachi do boy son kofa bimba. Oh nye bimba. Menen nam. Menen do boy in nam. Minim oh nye bimba. As the flag bearer. Now President Kufuor, before he became president, Ska Mocha Nine, Onibi, hard work and a nyansa, President Kufuor no on home. Hey, party ni bia hoka or party ni outdooring or party ni wedding or ho party ni ya chinwa or ho providing his services as a lawyer and so on. That's how he built himself to lead the party. And yes, he became leader of the party and he won the election because he was able for the first time to build the Great Alliance. He didn't see that. He did it. Because he gave people a vision of future prosperity and so on. That's how Kufuor became leader, and that is why Kufuor is respected in the party. Maybe I'm going to tell me. I will be a Kwaisi and then one member of parliament, Not some more can say, send your dear Queen. So you're shedding here. One more turn Bonnie be parliament very soon. I'm so late, Kakra. Why late? Because I won't do Bonnie for be a more to me parliament. It's why late. Maybe what? No.
And not only Momo.
At least somebody has been convicted before.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's on the basis of empirical evidence. Somebody has been convicted before.
At least.
On American. Eti munsheni ye na nadie koi. Nya for your party people, but for Ghana.
The general political space.
We should be worried. Because Masa, bao, BBC NDC, BBC CPP, BBC Niakika Huinemu. Ni aside politics no. Ako iska sam. Who niska kobi. Who niska kabi. Oh, na enu eni dubu yamai. Opening honorable. What's them be a kind? Me say, what na woka? So be we be no nimude, onimunyansa, onimkwaya ya faswa isika samu ya, atitia pansamu, ibitu ya krani ye. Na only sikenti. Na wanya kwan ankwa de ni. E wa manyo semu. Na eno ne papa no. Anya ni papa. Ana masa campaign here ko so yi. E ka gam ye so say wo tie campaign messages ni bi pa. Dan mean kwati a. Apparently be a purpose maybe. Obejina na asem so no na work experience. Na experience no yeto. Obani obiara hyese na experience ni na hyese o. And obiara hyese ansa no kodum pempen so. Na omo ka experience no. Ahyese na omo ba na experience na wo ho. Ni ho. And yet they were voted for because they showed a certain promise. Because they became experience. And me bunu na ba no mu nya duma nya da o. Wo mu nya duma nya da. This young kokora ya yi nkwa na da bi experience need this simple for the day. So experience me person meti. Na say experience ben. Opening last abaya mu ko 2 years. With the results as they are, they fan. You lost more than 25 seats in parliament. Sa experience, no? And you did ni. Now, sa experience in you did ni mudia. And there's a more lose election. And you're breaking the 8 and possible. Experience of losing more than 25 seats in parliament. Experience number I say. Opening last abaya yekotu. Your presidential candidate lost more than 500,000 votes from the previous election. And only experience na ediko eni munana. Mun kase papa di enti na mun just experience nka. Meti na me bukura from me.
Am abon from.
From me.
Am from.
Mun kase papa ni fan ko yedi.
Kafra.
You know, I mean, ayi. Wa hwe ni na ko kasam. And that's when person make kasam. Wa hwe ni na ko kasam. Enti masa breaking the 8 no. And then everyone more breaking 8. Yeah, says Sikasam there and the Muntumunda. Because Ghana abana yekoto no nipa million yekoto aba. Obi eni ho a party bi eni ho benya sika atua electricity na aka so bunkoto aba man. So money is out of the question. It will come down to vision. It will come down to what you can do in order to improve the living conditions of the Ghanaian people. And super, I benum. Yakwanya enyesa ne be kra yakwan. Sukua ye mabeko, the quality access, improvement of access and quality. Quality. So say I can say, Buffer Stock Company. A car bed that hold your kakitwa. Buffer Stock Company. A crime in a buffer should be cheers. I can a bed that Buffer Stock Company. A Juma edition of Monsado. Acquire the amount. Obi ti say Nana B any abrante baako no adwuma mu de ma wo adwuma kesi pa o mo anya sika o mu ntumi nyo mo so o mo supply school feeding program for aduane o mo supply yentuaka ebe na adwuma na ye. These are the issues. You understand? These are the concrete issues. National security for and I can say that there's a major threat of insecurity airba nyamina mika o nyamina mika national security for ankasa na beka che a crime bang and a faswa bambo adwuma no emu be pi so na be ya mekoda metimi ada so dae. Those are the issues. Na munja ni amuye na ni amuye de ye kodu ba bia ya na masa time makabi wonti ase abebo mosu
obi aso ntimi vanessa
obi ati mo azumo ha e very for medamase man prat medasi o medasi honorable Collins medasi papa na afi so Dr. Smart so medasi na ene na de makacha mu se eye kotokofo special day entino
wa unuaba Jennifer Quinn ochina in the birthday
no
I hope oh, Jenny birthday.
Okay.
Advance birthday wish to her. Now let me assure Uncle Kwesi so. Yeah, let me assure Uncle Kwesi. Let me assure Uncle Kwesi. Say the food to the yeti na supreme.
Momfanya juma.
By 2024 no Uncle Kwesi be who say ehwan yakono papa. Oh, ehwan be yakono.
There is a constituency in Ashanti region now. Nyomuhiani ebia extension of electricity to ebia 1 or 2 towns be almost the whole constituency 3 towns per the electricity. They were expecting Sanka within these 5 years at least only 1 or 2 towns no more so at their break 8. The whole constituency no. Until some of these things must reach out to them say now uncle like was can.
Dog, we are sa ohe och ahenkwa. Opante opata bontin tokwa. Ukufi kubuada.
Sir. Okay, nti enya Matias e.
Mabube.
Ya fanya ni consultancy won.
Moto na ya cheru nya bi.
Dey bi da. Oh.
Abobo ya ru nya bi.
Oh.
Flat screen ru nya bi.
Me na me gina hey.
What dey send go vie.
Oh.
E na wo sa be kire ayi. Hey, Rani. Man prat me da se no pe doctor. Smart support me da se. Honorable Collins. Me da se papa. ɔtea pɛ wabusua ogya ɔmo akyiri so yɛma mo hyɛden ɛnkanka ne ne yere ɛne ne ma yɛma mo